Sit upright. And then allow the mind and the body to relax. Avoid tension in the mind, just put it aside, if any, and the tightness anywhere in the body. I look at the body an organized mass of blood and flesh and bones, endowed with a variety of functions, indriyas. As I am looking at the body, it is as though I step back from the body and look at it. This is the important viveka abhyasa, the practice of discrimination. I step back as though from the body and look at the body. And raise a question. Can I look at the body without projecting the sense of mine, and then me? Try. I look at the body without feeling it as my body. You try. And I also look at the body without the sense of me. You try. Don't struggle with it, just you try. This body. Not mine, not me. Just this. Just like you come across an object, say chair or table, and you know it. You cognize the object. You don't project either mine or me. Can I look at the body the same way? Without adding the sense of mine or me. This is the inquiry, self-inquiry. You inquire about the self by looking at yourself. That is how you inquire. You don't need any special training or scholarship to look at yourself and to make an inquiry about yourself. That is the beauty of self-inquiry. Therefore, I look at the body and examine the sense of mine and me. And put a question to myself, can I feel the body? Looking at the body is same as feeling the body. Can I feel the body without adding the sense of mine, my body, and me? Can I do that? Here is the body, changed a lot over the years, still changing. Changing by the day, by the hour. Whereas I am the primordial self of the sense of the self, the primordial sense of myself. I am. Is ever the same. Also, you may notice in the sense of myself, I am. There is no body. The sense of myself, I am. I don't see body in that sense. I am simply I am. I am what I am. no need to connect the two, the body and I am. I am what I am, and this is the body. Body is always a this body. Then you raise a second question as part of Viveka. If I am not the body, supposing that I am not the body, then different aspects of life, like family, name. If I am not the body, the caste, the nationality, the creed, if I am not the body, the ethnicity, the race, the social status, if I am not the body, the religion, particular religion, the multiple relationships like father, mother, etc. If I am not the body, all these things, what happens to them? They lose their power to hurt. Their power to bind. This is the exploration, Ātmavichāraḥ. Sit at ease and relax. Open the eyes slowly. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं देहान्यत्वान्न मे janmajarākārśyalayādayaḥ śabdādiviṣayaiḥ saṅgah nirindriyatayā naca. I have done the first line mostly. Only one small part has to be examined briefly. That is karśya. Karśya means the body is sick, it is disintegrating, and it is falling apart. You can take it like that. It is famished, getting wasted. That is the karśya. Body is getting wasted. So that stage comes, or simply put it, the illness. Some illness in the body. Now, what to do with that illness in the body? You see, if you pay attention and watch carefully, when you go to the doctor, in India particularly, not so much here. In India, when you go to the doctor, their doctors are under a particular pressure to see a large number of patients in a short time. Whereas here, the doctors look at the patient with more leisure. They ask, how are you, what are you doing, how do you do today, and how are the children, all that they ask, and then what happened to you, like that they start. So all pleasantries also are taken care. And the patient is made to feel good and easy and comfortable. Not in India. Doctors don't have time for all that. They are busy and they are under pressure to take care of a large number of patients in a very short time. No pleasantries. He doesn't even look at you. In fact, he may be annoyed with you also. Why are you in my office like that? So he will be looking at the file where all the diagnostic tests and all are there. He doesn't talk with you, he doesn't smile also. Why should he waste his smile on you and me? So, and then he instructs only the nurse and the other assistant. He doesn't talk with you. You are a non-existent guy. He will be examining whatever needs to be. I went to, one ENT guy was there. He examines the nose. He doesn't look at me. He doesn't care for the Swami. He is a non-existent entity. He puts that endoscope into the nose and he looks at it and talks with the assistant. After 10 minutes or 15 minutes examination and all that, he gives the prescription and I have to get out. He doesn't say hello even one time. I am amazed. But here, different. What is the difference? What is the difference between there and here? You know what is the difference? There the doctor treats the illness without caring for the person. Here the doctor cares for the person and treats the illness also. If I have to choose, I would prefer to choose that. I don't want the doctor to care for my person. The person is a myth. He need not care for it. He can ignore it altogether. He can pay attention to the illness only. Therefore, I just am trying to make a point which applies in both cases, which applies in India as well as here. That is, the treatment is not for the person. The treatment is always to the body. So when they practice such a viveka, why don't you and me practice viveka as students of Vedanta? Therefore, there is illness. There is body, there is illness. Okay? I am not sick. Now, because the point that I am making is, the doctor treats roga. He does not treat rogi. Okay? Now, when he doesn't treat rogi, he is focused on roga only. Why don't you do the same thing? You are not a rogi. There is roga in the body. I am not the rogi. This is an important advice given to people by Mahatmas. That is when the body is in pain. I don't want even to say when you are in pain. I only say when the body is in pain. How do you know the body? When do you know the body? Only when the body is in pain. Otherwise you don't even know the body. You are busy with your emotions and with your bank account and with your new car. Okay? You are not focused on the body. People live mostly beyond the threshold of body consciousness. They are not body people. They are emotion people, they are mind people, they are money people, they are bhoga people, not body people. They become body people when the body is in pain. It draws your attention. And therefore there is the body, there is the pain. Don't identify with the pain. So the first thing you have to do, please try this. Try it with body and also with the mind. You please try this and see whether it works for you. It will. You have to make it work for you. You are the proof for everything, because this is Atma vichara, you know. So when the body is in pain, you externalize the pain. In the sentence I already externalized it. So in your understanding, you externalize the pain. That is the first thing you have to do. Pain may be less or more. Nowadays, what more? At one time, more pain, less pain, those issues were there. Nowadays, more pain is not a big issue mostly. Not in this country, certainly. In India, you can come across the more pain situation. Because the doctor doesn't pay much attention and the person is in severe pain. That is possible. I went to an orthopedic doctor for the knee only, and he was examining my knee. One patient is lying on the stretcher or on the table, and he was crying, "Amo, ayo." The doctor ignores him. And I felt a bit, what about him? No, that will be taken care. You tell me what is your problem. Okay, in Rishikesh. So, therefore I felt maybe he should pay attention to the pain a little and reduce the pain, do something about the pain. Because why one should suffer so much pain? That is what I felt in my heart. So nowadays, if the doctor is sensitive, he will give a pill and that is the end of it. It's not a big deal. You need not even give a shot. Just one pill, some diclofenac or some such pill you give, and his pain will come down. So even that, if you don't do, that is a different situation, but not in this country. Therefore, pain is not a problem. That is what I am trying to say. Pain is not a problem. But then still pain is there. For a short while there is pain. And if the pain is very acute, you may not be able to do anything about it except crying out loud. I understand that. But normally that kind of a problem is much less, and therefore when there is pain in the body, you try to externalize it. That is what I am saying. You externalize it. The pain will be at a low key because of various medications available and a lot of progress in the technology and science of medicine. So there will be less pain only, mostly. Either case, whether it is less or more it becomes difficult, but when it is less, you can certainly do it. What? Externalize the pain. You understand what I mean? So body and the pain in the body. And I am aware of it. I am aware of the body. That is the vivekabhyasa. That is the meditation. That is what you have to learn. That is the learning. This is not knowledge. This is the learning. You learn that you are not the body. You learn. And then you live it. Learning and living. If you want to call it practice, by all means you may call it so. You should not militate against a word. Word is word. Word is only trying to convey something to you. And so if it is doing its job reasonably, then you can use the word. Therefore, the word practice should not disturb you. Any word should not disturb you for that matter. Suppose the word swadharma is there. Why should you get disturbed by that? Or why should you have any particular opposition or emotion or a feeling about that word? It is a word that conveys a message. You have a duty. Swadharma, I am digressing a little, I will come back. You have a duty, swadharma. The duty is determined by your stage in life and station in life. Suppose you are a student, there is the duty. You have to study the syllabus and write exams, and you have to go to classes, take notes, and be polite with the teacher. All of that is duty. You know what is the duty of a student. You know it, and you do it. That is swadharma. You make it natural and spontaneous. Don't be burdened by the word swadharma. You ask yourself, what is my duty? And you know it immediately, and you do it. That is swadharma. Then the word karma yoga, it should not burden you or bother you. In the books you find some words. So yoga is knowledge. Yoga is always knowledge. In some special cases, yoga is the practice. The living, you live it, that becomes yoga. So suppose daily you do exercise, means in your life, a daily exercise is an integral part. I do it. That becomes yoga. Practice. Yoga has two meanings. Yoga is practice. Yoga is knowledge. Both are together. When you are doing exercise, are you knowledge or are you work? What are you? Both. Both. When you are cooking a food, are you knowledge or are you work? You are both. They are not separate. They are together. And therefore, karma yoga. So you are performing an action. So generally how people perform the action? I am digressing. There is a question before me, that's why I am digressing. How people perform the action? The action they perform in the worldly life and also in religious life in particular, to strengthen the small self, to strengthen the ego, that is how they perform. That is the popular religion also. How the religion is, what is the religion that is practiced in the world, the popular religion? It is aimed at strengthening or supporting the small self. Is it not so? That's why they have what is called sankalpa. Sankalpa as a principle, it is good. I am not saying anything against it. But what the sankalpa is accomplishing, I am a bit uncomfortable with it. So what the sankalpa is doing is, it is establishing you as a me and as a mine. It is strengthening, giving the authority of religion to me and mine. And in the world, you go to a bank. You are me. I too go to bank occasionally. What am I there? Me and mine. And if you go to the mall, what are you there? Me and mine. So in the world interactions, there is the me and mine all the way. And in the religion also there is the me and mine. Therefore Sri Krishna is advising only this much. Can you take out that mine to begin with? To begin with, whether it is worldly interaction or religious worship, to begin with, to continue, do it. By all means you do it. Don't stop it, you do it. But by putting the mine aside, that becomes karma yoga. A word. So the word should not have any problem. Then it should not disturb it should not create a concern in you. So, and you be aware of the words, and they should not become a disturbance, and they don't cause bondage. I assure you, they are not bondage. You are a free person, believe in yourself, and so you move forward smoothly. That is the answer to that question. Now coming back, So the religion is promoting the me and mine. That is how we are practicing religion. Therefore, the karma yoga, etc., or the atmajnana, etc., are becoming difficult. Therefore, so when there is pain in the body, it is not my pain. It is not my body. It is not me, the body. It is not my pain. You just externalize the whole blessed thing. This is called viveka. Viveka is separating the myself, the real self, from the non-self. That is the viveka. You live it. And therefore they use the word abhyasa. Viveka abhyasa. You practice it. You externalize the pain in the body. You, by all means, you take a pill, required pill, with the help, with the guidance of a physician. And if necessary, you visit the physician also. You go to the physician. But never ever identify with the body and its illness. You try to externalize the body and its pain or its illness. If there is a roga in the body, let it be. You do what needs to be done. But don't become a rogi. Because I would like to say, there is no treatment for the rogi in this world. There is treatment only for roga. So, the world is like that. Why should you identify wrongly? And that is the karśya aspect. Okay? So, I'm now done with the first statement. But then one more thing also I will say as part of the same description. When there is pain in the mind, that is there, not only body, there is pain in the mind. You call it as a suffering, etc. Sorrow. Or grievance. Sometimes you have a grievance against somebody. Better to live without any grievance. No grievance. People are people. They are pursuing their samsara. Why should they oblige me? Why should their practices should fit into my comfort zone? Not necessary. Okay? Therefore, I don't have any grievance with people. Only I can handle some people and I handle them. Some people are beyond my capacity to handle, so I do namaskar, bless them and move away. Don't ask them to move away. You move away. Only this much. Only this much. Some people are rude. What the service they do is less, but rudeness is more. Okay. Now you get the hint. Bless the person and you move away. You just move away. And if there is some discomfort, face it. You work it out, work around it. And if there is some loss, work around it. Because there is no loss in this world. You are just imagining. There is nothing to lose in this world. The truth is, there is nothing to gain in this world also. So if you know some of these basic truths, that is the purpose of attending a Vedanta class and associating with the vision and the teaching. The purpose is some of the very simple basic truths that we are likely to miss in life, we will be pointed out, or we will be brought. They will be brought to our notice. That is the purpose of such a context. So the point is, when there is sorrow in the mind, you don't complain against the sorrow. Oh, I am sorrowful. What is this sorrow? You don't complain against it. Don't condemn it. Just externalize it. The mental pain also, you externalize. Generally, there is something to be done with physical pain. A pill or some physiotherapy, something like that. There is something to take care of the physical pain. Generally, for the mental pain, what is the answer? There is no answer, except that you have to take a pill again, which is not a very wise thing to do. If the problem is very severe, then you may take a pill also. You may have to take a pill also, I don't know. Suppose the person is very anxious and he is worried and he is afraid, then if he goes to a doctor, the doctor will give some pill, temporary pill they may give. If necessary, you may have to take that also. But more than that, can you externalize it? That is the point. If you externalize it, you don't even need to go to a doctor or a counselor or whatever. Just externalize it. No grievances, no sorrow. If it is sorrow, don't put a condition that there should be no sorrow. It doesn't work. There will be sorrow. You externalize it. Can you externalize? That is the next verse, really speaking. But because the principle of externalization I have mentioned, therefore I have included mind also. You begin with body and apply it to the mind also with equal enthusiasm and learn to externalize. Do that. That is the first line. We are done with it. Now coming to the second line. What about indriyas? Indriyas are there. So karmendriyas. Karmendriyas, they perform various functions. You don't identify with the functions of the indriyas. So, you externalize the indriya. Why to say externalize? That is a nice word which is useful in that context. Leave it at that. The indriyas and their functions, they are there. Indriyas and their functions. What is your equation with the indriyas and their functions? The word indriya is a beautiful word. Indriya is not an organ. In English, you simply call it an organ. The word organ doesn't convey much. But the word indriya conveys a lot. Indrena dattam indriyam. Indrena jushtam indriyam. That is pratyaya. Iya is there, iya. So, some dhar, char, kha, some pratyaya comes, and that becomes iya. Okay? Ayaneyi niyiyaha padhakachagam pratyayadinam. Like that there is a sutra. Okay? So that is how Indra plus iya. Okay? Indra plus dha, suppose. Dha becomes iya. Let us say, I am not sure. Indra plus iya. Yasyeticha. So akara lopa indriya. That is how it becomes indriya. Indrena dattam, tena dattam, that may be the sutra. Indrena jushtam, tena jushtam. So, Indra is Ishvara. Indra is not the Puranic Indra or the cinema Indra. It is not. Indra is not cinema Indra. Those of you who know Telugu well, it is not Rajanala or Mukkamala. Okay, not a villain. Indra is Ishvaraha, the Rigveda Indra, Indra Parameshvaraha. So who gave you the eyesight? My parents. You go and ask your parents, oh parents, did you endow me with eyesight? They will say, no, God has given you the eyesight and we are happy about it. Right? The parents are happy. One problem less. So, therefore, it is the God who has given eyesight. You see and you claim, I am the seer. But first there must be eyesight. And that is not, you have not put it there. The egotistic self is not the author of eyesight. Eyesight is given to you. And so indriya. Walking, legs, karmendriya, the legs are able to walk. That is, you have to retain it. It is given. You have to retain it. You should not lose it. How to retain it? Walk more and more. That is how you use it. Otherwise you will lose it. Therefore that is an indriya. Hands they hold. The capacity to hold hands. Very beautiful, very marvelous endowment it is. And it is given. These are sense functions, the functions of the organs, the indriyas and their functions. So, they are part and parcel of the prana of the system. Okay, the vital force. The vital force in the hands holds things. The vital force in the legs walks. The vital force in the organ of speech speaks. So, these all the indriyas are there and their functions are there. Okay, and what is their function? they get connected to their objects. Like legs, they connect to distance and cover the distance. Hands connect to physical objects and hold them. Speech connects to words and speaks. Eyes connect to forms and colors and cognizes them. Nose connects to smells or fragrances. So like this, every indriya has an object outside. Even legs have an object called gantavyam, the distance to be covered. That is the object of the legs. So adatavyam, something to be held. That is the object of the hands. Okay? So like this, these indriyas have their functions and they connect with the respective things with which they are supposed to connect. Therefore, there are vishayas outside, there are indriyas in the body. The indriyas connect with the vishayas. Saṅgaha. Got it? Gita puts it in a very beautiful way. Guna guneshu vartante iti matva na sajjate. Why eyes connect to form and color? Not sound. Eyes do not connect to sound. Only form and color. Why? Because both the eyes and in the inner and the forms and colors in the outer, both have the same origin. That's why. Okay, you got it? They have the same origin. And at a physical, at the gross level, this appears separate and that appears separate. But if you go to the origin, the subtle level, so the eyesight is the subtle tejas, and the form and color is the subtle tejas, rupa. Therefore, they are same at the subtle level. It is like the hero is different on the screen, the villain is different. But at the origin, they are coming from the same source. Similarly, the function here and the object there, they are different. They are a dipole. One pole here, opposite pole there. So indriya, vishaya. But in the center, they are one and the same. It is like magnetism. North pole is also magnet, south pole is also magnet. So there is a law like that. There is opposition, there are opposites, but there is no opposition. Got it? There are opposites, North pole, south pole, opposites. But there is no opposition, they are both magnet. Even similarly, south and north, opposite directions, but they are the same space. Therefore, in the origin, they are same. That's why, because they originated from the same tejas, so tejas in the inner connects with the tejas in the outer. Tejas to tejas. Pruthivi in the inner, that is the nose, connects to the gandha in the outer. So Pruthivi to Pruthivi, Gandhavati Pruthivi. Pruthivi connects to Pruthivi, like that. Therefore, this is in the origin they are the same. So in the origin, they are both part and parcel of Trigunatmaka Prakriti. That is how it is brought together. Therefore, it is the gunas here which are connecting to gunas there. Got it? Guna guneshu vartante. What about you? I am not connected. It is like that. It is something like in India it happens, the children start playing outside. There the children come together and play. Here they don't come together and they don't play, they will be playing some electronic games or whatever. Coming together they have to take appointment and all that. Very special arrangement has to be made and they should be taken to the place by a car, so many things. In India, they naturally come onto the street and fight and play. And while playing they fight with each other also. And then the two kids fight with each other. The kid goes to the mother and compliance. This kid goes to the mother and compliance. And then both mothers start fighting. Okay. And then when mothers are fighting, in the meanwhile office time is over, the husbands have returned home. Both of them start fighting. Arey, don't do that. So elders tell, why you elders fight? No, children have fought. Children are children. What happens, the mothers are still fighting. Then one elderly person pointed out, why are you fighting? Because of the children. Look at the children, they are already playing together. They forgot their fight, they are already playing together. But the mothers are still fighting. Okay? Don't be like that mother, proverbial mother or father. So, gunaha guneshu vartante. Vartante mane pravartante. The gunas in the body-mind are interacting with the gunas outside. What about you? You are nirgunaha. You are not indriya. You are not indriya. And therefore, nirindriyatayā. This nir has a sutra. Sutra or vartika. So, nirādayaḥ krāntādyarthe panchami. Like that there is a sutra. You may check. So I might have told maybe somewhat different. So, Panchami vibhakti must be there. Panchami stands for apādāna. Something you are leaving behind, that is called Panchami. Apādāna. Okay? Suppose you jump from the cart, then cart becomes the fifth, apādāna. So from the cart you are jumping, the from comes. So indriyas, you are not in the indriyas. You are not the indriyas. You move out of the indriyas. You are not the eyesight. You step back from the eyesight. You are the eye behind the eyesight. You are not the eyesight. Chakshushaha, chakshuhu. You look at yourself. Are you the eyesight or are you the one behind the eyesight? What are you? You are the one behind the eyesight. You have to learn it. Suppose you learn that. That is called self-knowledge. You know that? That is called self-knowledge. Now, what happened is in the Vedanta circles, I make this complaint, please bear with me. So in the Vedanta circles, they said that there is a thing called self-knowledge. A big thing. It is like there is these robbers in the movies, Hollywood movies, these robbers, they come together, 4 or 5 of them, and then they want to rob a casino. And in the casino, there is the strong room. And inside the strong room, there are boxes and boxes full of $100 notes. And so they have to rob that strong room inside the casino. And if they can get it, they will become billionaires and they can live happily. So that is how Atmajnana is presented. It is there, big thing, on the other side of the river. Okay? It is wrong. That is, you should not present Atmajnana like that. It is like physics in a way. Like what is physics? Physics is a huge boulder-like thing on the other side of the river. It is not so. You can learn a little physics. Like you take first book of physics, Newton's laws of motion, and read the first law. Understand it. Second law, third law. Now you got some physics already. Already you have learned some physics. Isn't it so? No, I have not yet become Einstein. True. You have not yet become Einstein, but you have learned some physics. And that is already your gain. Right? Similarly, self-knowledge is like that. You learn a little, suppose I have told you, the pain in the body, you externalize it. It is not you. It is not yours. Suppose you learn it. Did you learn something or not? Yes. That is self-knowledge. Suppose you say, we are not yet sure. Okay. Then make an effort and put your attention to that and you learn it. then it becomes your understanding. That is self-knowledge. And this self-knowledge begins now, here, with you. And it continues on and on and on. It will not end. So Guru Maharaj self-knowledge ho gaya iska, and therefore he got what all he has to get. There is no such thing. Guru Maharaj has also got a lot more to learn. Because self is infinite. How can you finish the learning of the infinite? You cannot. You cannot finish the learning of physics and chemistry. You have learned this much chemistry. There is that much more chemistry. It will never end. Till the last breath you can learn. If that is the case with physics and chemistry, why do you think self-knowledge, once you get it, it is all learned, and it is not like that. It is not like that. Therefore, that takes away one misconception about self-knowledge. You are the self, now and here. You have to know about yourself. You can know about yourself here and now, and that makes you free. You know this much, you become this much free. You know this much, you become that much free. How much? There is no how much. It is infinite. And it can go till the last breath. Therefore, today we have learned two things. What? I am not the body. How to prove it to myself? When there is pain, I externalize it. Already you have gained self-knowledge. Did you gain self-knowledge or not? It is on the other side of the river, or is it already with you? It is with you. Then, you see, you tell me, do you see, or the eyes see, and you see the eyes seeing? Where do you put yourself? So anyway, I made it complex. So, you see, things are seen. You do not see. It is like I closed my eyes, no seeing. I opened the eyes, there is seeing, right? Or suppose seeing happens, I closed my eyes, therefore I am not seeing. Now I will open my eyes, then I will start seeing. Does it happen like that? No, it doesn't happen like that. Means your agency, the body identified person, that person's agency is not there. Agency is the doership. It is not there in a seeing. So seeing happens, or seeing is a thing that you do. Which is the answer? What answer you will give? It happens. You don't do it. Suppose I ask you, so the speaker is speaking. Are you hearing, or hearing happens? Hearing happens. You don't hear. Hearing happens. Why hearing happens? Guna guneshu vartante. There is sound and there is organ, indriya. Indriya and its vishaya, they get aligned. There is an alignment. Sannikarshaha, they say. There is an alignment. And therefore hearing happens. You see, Bertrand Russell, I said a few times, I am saying one more time, God bless his soul, he wrote one thing in his book, Problems of Philosophy. In that, in the first paragraph itself, he writes in an essay, a flower is seen. I do not see the flower is seen. There is seeing, the faculty of seeing here, and the object of seeing there, they come into alignment, and the seeing happens. So, therefore, I extract myself away from the organs. This is called extracting. You can use another word also, extricating. One Mahatma said, the infinite is embedded in the finite. Infinite is Atma, finite is the body-mind. Therefore, the infinite is embedded in the finite. Like you take a pot and put half water and put in the sun. The sun reflects in the water. Now the sun is infinite. Water is finite. But the infinite sun is now entered into the finite water in the pot. Is it not so? Similarly, the infinite Atma is reflecting in this finite. Are you the finite body-mind, or are you the infinite reflecting in the body-mind? You have to settle that. That is called Vedanta. You have to settle this matter. When, now, and here. You have to settle it now and here. Are you the infinite reflecting in the body-mind, or are you the limited body-mind, the finite body-mind? You have to settle it. Suppose you want to extricate yourself from the limited body-mind, suppose. Then you leave the body-mind behind. That becomes apadana. You leave it behind, indriyas behind, and you rise above. Nir, krāntādyarthe. Krānta means going up. So you go up above the body-mind. That is the nirindriyatayā. Okay? Therefore, because I have risen above the body, first above, in the first line, and now I have risen above the organs. Okay? Therefore, I am not connected with the śabdādiviṣayās. I am not connected with the objects of the world. It is the indriyas which are connected with the objects of the world. I am only the witness. I am witnessing the connect between the indriyas and the objects. The saṅga I am witnessing. There is seeing of the forms. I am aware of that. There is hearing of the sounds. I am aware of that. That's the point. I am not in the seeing. I am not in the hearing. Then what am I? I am aware. In saying I am aware, you are extricating yourself from the functions of the organs. Now, there is a thing called walking meditation. You have to carefully practice it when you are alone, when there is no traffic, etc., when you are not driving and all that. You have to carefully practice it. When it is a flat surface, you have to practice. When no obstacles, etc. Because I don't want you to get hurt, that's why. You have to practice. What is that practice? There is walking and I am aware of the walking. The legs are walking and I am aware of the walking that goes on. How the walking happens, you can be aware stepwise also. The leg steps forward, I am aware of the leg moving forward. And then the back leg coming forward. And then this leg coming, I am aware. I am aware of the movement of walking. I am aware of the walking. This is called walking meditation. And when you practice this, called practice, don't get disturbed by the word practice. When you practice is paying attention only. So when you practice this, you will come to know. This is called self-knowledge. You will come to know that there is walking and you are not the agent of walking. You are only the witness to walking. You come to know. Okay? So, I tell you, suppose I put my finger like that. I ask you, you look at the finger, you are looking at the finger, right? Now you look at my face, you are looking at my face. Now look at the finger, you are looking at the finger. When you are looking at the finger, you are not looking at my face. When you are looking at my face, you are not looking at the finger, right? Therefore, when it comes to walking, are you walking or are you aware of the walking happening? Only one of the two is right. So if you say, I am walking, you are identifying, making a mistake. No, I am not walking, I am aware of the walking. When you are aware of the walking, maybe the example is so when you are aware of the walking, you are not walking. When you are walking, you are not the witness anymore. Either this or that. So you understand yourself correctly, It is not you who walk. Walking happens. You are aware. This I give the example of cooking also. Generally I give it. So, people who cook, generally ladies cook, that is the general understanding, therefore I am saying it that way. The lady believes that she is cooking the food. She doesn't cook the food. Right? She doesn't cook the food. She goes and sits on the stove or what. So, you don't cook the food. You are aware of the food being cooked. The electricity, you put the switch on, and then the electricity flows, and the cooker cooks, electric cooker. It cooks and it tells you also the cooking is over. It tells you also. You don't even have to notice that it is over. So then you put off the switch. You need not put off the switch also. It puts off the switch itself. You have not cooked. You have not cooked. Okay? So cooking happens. So what is the difference? Suppose you say, I cooked. Suppose you say, you have created the karta in yourself wrongly. That makes you frustrated. Every day I am cooking. Why should I cook every day? That makes you frustrated. So, why not the old lady cook once in a while? Why should I cook all the time? Like that you get frustrated because you believe that you are the one who cooks. You are not. Nobody cooks. Therefore cooking happens. So this is saṅga. Saṅga is attachment. Attachment with the forms. So people are attached to forms. Rupa attachment. That's why I tell you, the cell phone company people, they have to sell a phone. Why they sell a phone and camera together? That is one thing. We are looking for a phone. We are not looking for a camera. Camera Kodak used to sell and we purchased from Kodak. Now the Kodak went bankrupt because of these fellows, I tell you. Why should they? Kodak used to... Did Kodak ever sell phones? You tell me. No, they never sold phones. Then why you sell cameras? You sell phones, let him sell camera. What a misfortune. Now 2 in 1. So you sell phone and camera. So everybody has become an amateur photographer. So many photographers lost their jobs. Shops are closed. There is no photographic shop anymore. In our when I was in university, we used to go to what is called photo studio. And photo studio was a landmark also. In the bus, the conductor comes, where will you go? Photo studio. Okay, he will give ticket. He knows where is the photo studio. It's a landmark. And you get down there and go to the photo studio. So, but now all the photo studios are closed. Therefore, people are attached to the rupa. They are attached to the shabda. Why should you be attached to the shabda? As students of Vedanta, you should not be attached to shabda or rupa. Music is not for you. Music, you should not treat it as enjoyment or entertainment. There is a kind, you have to validate the music by carefully taking the entertainment element out of it. You have to validate the music that way only. It is not entertainment. There is a lot of wonderful, wonderful message in it. The message is coming in the form of a verse or in the form of a song. We are not for entertainment. So that is the Vedantic approach. So suppose you treat it as entertainment, suppose. What is wrong with it? You think what is wrong with it, I will tell you. So you are now psychologically dependent upon the music. And when there is music, you are comfortable. And for some reason, the music is taken out, you are acutely uncomfortable. Is it not so? This is what is called psychological dependence. 2 big words. Just fuse both of them. What you get out of fusing is attachment. Saṅgaha. Saṅga is psychological dependence. People are psychologically dependent upon music. That's why these music people, they, between one song and another song, he will push a commercial. Why commercial? So because you are psychologically dependent upon the music, and he is giving music free to you, and pushes the commercial in between. And so, are you not vexed with commercials or not? You are vexed with commercials. Why are you vexed with commercials? Because you are attached to the music. You are attached to the music, you are vexed with commercials. So don't you see this yo-yo life? So suppose I am not attached to music, I don't care for the commercials. Really. So it is a very funny world in which nobody wins. No win it is. Like I become attached to music and psychologically. Therefore it becomes a bondage for me. Therefore I am not the winner. Then he pushes a commercial. Will he win? He too doesn't win. The commercial guy, he grows and grows and grows and falls. What happened to Enron? It grows and grows. What happened to United Airlines? It went for bankruptcy, you know, but now it came out of it by merging with another airline. So there is a law. They grow and grow and grow only to fall down. Patanantaha samuchrayaha. It is a law. All growth ends in downfall. No exception to this. The example given is sun. Sun grows and grows and grows and comes to the top only to fall down. Therefore, the commercial guy also, the person who is selling things to you, is he a winner? Neither you are a winner nor he is a winner. The mall owner, is he a winner? He is not a winner. He is as much a loser as the consumer. Everybody is a loser. The samsara is like that. Therefore, you are unnecessarily wrongly attached to the shabda, rupa, etc. Now you declare to yourself, guna guneshu vartante. The golden words of Bhagavan Sri Krishna in Gita. So guna guneshu vartante. The organs interact with the objects, sense organs with the sense objects, organs of action with the corresponding objects. The organs 10 interact with the 10 Vishayas. I am not in the field of the organs, I am not in the field of the objects, I am not in the field of their interaction. I am above. Nirindriyatayā. How you can prove it to yourself? This is a meditation also, but then let us prove to ourselves. Your eyesight, is it a mirror or is it a camera? It is a mirror. It's not a camera. If it is a camera, the form gets imprinted and the forms will be there accumulating. Whereas if it is a mirror, the forms do not imprint. The form moves away, the image is also gone. And the mirror is clean as ever. Now, you carry a phone with you and see all kinds of forms, and then click and get more forms into it, and see them again and again. How many forms you have seen till now? Maybe millions of forms you have seen. What happened to all those forms? All are gone. Not one form remains. All are gone. It is, to put it bluntly, where are all your albums? Are they not in your garage? Very simple. Very simple. They have all migrated to the garage. So at the time of capturing the film or taking the photo, you are so much attached to how beautiful it came, like that. The Kodak times, The film used to pull out within 1 minute. 1 minute photo. In 1 minute, take out like that and see the film. Now, then, so what a wonderful film, beautiful, this, that. And then put it in an album. Purchase an album and put it. And after a while, put it in the garage. And then it will go into recycling or whatever. So means you are not convinced yourself that you are attached to the forms. You yourself are not convinced that they are attached to the forms. You are wrongly assuming that you are attached to the forms. You are not. You are wrongly assuming that you are attached to the sounds. You are not. You are wrongly assuming that you are attached to the tastes. You are not. You understand that? You will become a healthy person. Like suppose I like laddu. No, you are not attached to laddu. You are imagining that you like laddu. You are not attached. Shall I prove it to you? So a person said, I love jasmine fragrance. Then immediately the Mahatma has pulled out a sisa, a small bottle, where the jasmine scent is there, and he gave it to him. Come on, take it, enjoy it. So he took it like that. And then put on the table. Why do you put on the table? Enjoy it. You are attached to it, you know. You are attached to it, enjoy it. Oh, is it? Okay. Enjoy it. Don't put on the table. How long you will enjoy it? Then you become unhappy with the Mahatma. Amande, what are you doing? And put it there and walk away from there. Because you are not attached. You believe that you are attached. There is no serpent. You believe that there is a serpent. That is what it is. You are not attached to forms. You believe that you are attached to the forms. And that's why you go on clicking forms. Look at me. I am not attached to forms. I don't even know how to take a photo with my cell phone. I too have a cell phone. I ask my friend, Arey, come on, you take this photo for me. Like that I ask, they do it for me. Because I don't know how to click the photo and all that. So because I am not attached to forms. I don't see any photos. I don't see any albums. Even my father's photo or my mother's photo or guru's photo, no photo. If it is a photo is there, I just ignore it. No photo. Guru is not a photograph. Guru is not a form. Guru is the wisdom. So, father's photo, what will it do? You should have love for father while the person is alive. Now, when the person is alive, you move away and have all kinds of grievances. And then when the person is no more, take a big photo and put there. It's all unnecessary. While the person is alive, you should do service to the father without any grievance, without any complaint. So you are not attached to forms. You are not attached to sounds. Most important, you are not attached to any tastes. People ask me, which curry you like? I scratch my head to find out which curry I like. I don't have any particular curry here that I like. I don't like anything in particular, which means I like every one of them. Then they suggest it must be baingan, the eggplant curry you must be liking. I say yes. So like that it goes. So you don't like any particular taste. You are unnecessarily imagining things, particularly with taste. When you believe that you like that particular taste, you will become sick. You are likely to become sick. Somebody says, I love ice cream. He is in danger. Because he will eat ice creams on and off. So, I went to a person's home. The lady was very heavy set. And so, I asked her, you should lose some weight. The topic came like that. Not that I poked my nose and all that. Topic came like that. I said, you have to lose your weight. Then the lady said correctly, I am trying to lose my weight, but it is not easy. I am not successful till now. Okay, you please try. Don't give up hope. You please try. Walking you are? Yes, I am walking. I am eating brown rice only. I am not eating white rice. Good. Then I was about to leave. Then she said, Swamiji, you take a little ice cream and go. I said, okay, give it. Just let me taste a small piece you give. Then you know what she did? She took out a brick from the refrigerator. One brick. And while she is pulling out, I could see that there is another brick inside. Then she cut the brick a piece and gave it to me. Then I asked her, what is that? Looks like a brick. Yes, it is ice cream brick. Oh, that means you keep 2 bricks in the refrigerator and whenever you remember, you pull out a piece and eat. That is how you have become heavy set. Now you claim that I walk and I do exercise and I eat brown rice. What are the silly claims you are making? Don't do that. So why should I take out those bricks? Come on, you give it to me. Put in a plastic bag and give it to me. I will throw them outside into the dustbin. Better you do it yourself. You know where is the dustbin and all that. You throw it. Don't keep any bricks in the refrigerator. If you want, sometimes you may take. So you are not attached to ice cream. You believe that you are attached to ice cream. You are not attached. You look at yourself and understand that you are not attached to Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. You are not attached. Because you are not in the field of sense organs and the sense objects. Let us say that statement and finish it. Nirindriyatayā. Because, that Tritiya Vibhakti means because, okay? I am not the Indriyas. I am not in the Indriyas. I have stepped out of Indriyas. All that meaning is there in it. Śabdādiviṣayaiḥ. With the objects of the world, namely Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa and Gandha. Na saṅgaha. No attachment. I don't have any attachment. You have to understand that. Suppose you feel, how can you say I don't have attachment? I feel like I have attachment. Suppose that is how it occurs to you. Then you have to examine that attachment. So the Shastra says that I am not attached, but I am claiming that I am attached. Am I really attached? I have to look into it. The doctor says you walk 1 mile, but I come home and feel I cannot walk 1 mile. Now, who knows better? Doctor knows or I know better? So a doctor must be knowing better. Therefore, I must be able to walk 1 mile. Let me give a try. So walk 1 mile. And then you challenge yourself. Let me give a try. You walk 1 mile. Now I succeeded in walking 1 mile. That is the joy that no thing in this world can give you. When you challenge yourself and notice that you have uplifted yourself, that gives you, like you challenge, I will walk up to the signpost, stop sign. And then you walk up to that, then you will feel a great delight in yourself. I stop eating sugar. Then you, for 1 month, you have not touched sugar. Then you, oh my God, you feel ecstasy or bliss that I have given up sugar. So, therefore, take the word of the Shastra, look into yourself, make it a challenge, and rise above the attachment with the sense objects. That is today's class. Let us finish that verse. Dehānyatvānna me janmajarākārśyalayādayaḥ śabdādiviṣayaiḥ saṅgah nirindriyatayā nacha. So what will be tomorrow's class? It will be curious. We will be curious to know what it is. Amanastvānna me duḥkharāgadveṣabhayādayaḥ aprāṇo hyamanāḥ śubhra ityādi śrutiśāsanāt. In this verse there is a word aprāṇah that connects to the verse which we have finished just now. Aprāṇah. Na vidyate prāṇāha yasya saha Atma. I am the Atma which doesn't have indriyas in it, which is aprāṇa. Because I am aprāṇa, śabdādiviṣayaiḥ saṅgaha na. That we finished. Now aprāṇa I am connecting to the verse just now finished. Okay? Then because the Shruti Vakya is together, aprāṇo, hyamanāḥ, śubhra. So the aprāṇa part we finished. Now amanāḥ part is there. That we will take up in tomorrow's class. Now let us see what are the questions. One question I have already answered. What is the difference between Jivatma and personal self? It's a good question. You see, personal self is the ego, ahankara. It is the ego. You know what is the ego? Don't ask what is the ego, because certain things, you know them, and so you need not ask. You need not you may not be able to define all the time. No need to define everything. So, like a laddu is a sweet. You define it for me. Sweet. You define it. How will you define it? You don't define it. You know it. Similarly, ahankara, you know it. You say mine, that is ahankara. You say me, that is ahankara. Okay? So ahankara is an entity, mental entity, psychological entity that precipitates or that forms instantly. That is the meaning of precipitate. That forms instantly whenever you identify with a physical object as mine or with the body as me. That is the ahankara. Okay? Then what is Jivatma? Atma you keep it aside, Jiva. They say Jivatma also, Jivatma, Paramatma. Jiva is not ahankara. Jiva is that reality or that entity in the body-mind which keeps the body-mind together. Cement. What is it that keeps all the bricks together in this wall? Cement. And what is the cement here? That keeps legs, hands, tummy, eyes, ears, mind all together. What is the cement? That is the Atma. And hence Atma gets the name Jiva. Jiva pranadharane. Therefore, that element in the body-mind which keeps the multiple functions of the body-mind together as an entity, that is Jiva. That is not ahankara. And Jiva is Atma, correct, because Atma alone keeps everything together. So it is something like electricity keeps, just example, okay? Take it in the right spirit. Electricity keeps the bulb, the outer cover, the inner filament, and then the two leads, all of them together into a gadget. What is it that keeps like that? Electricity. Something like that Atma. Therefore, Jivatma is the right word. And it is the Jiva, where from this Jiva came, Paramatma has entered here as Jivatma. Jivenatmana anupravishya. Like you put the bulb there and just waiting for the electricity to come. Outage was there. You are sitting in the darkness waiting for the electricity to come. The electricity has come, entered into the bulb, and then it became a bulb. Otherwise it is not a bulb even. Otherwise it is some silly thing. Similarly, the body-mind Paramatma has come into it. Take it like that. Now Paramatma alone appears as doing a function connected to the body-mind, and hence with reference to that function, Paramatma is called Jivatma. Atma you drop, Paramatma is called Jiva. So what you call Jiva is Paramatma alone. Why do you call Paramatma as Jiva? Now you go into the office, you are called there an officer. Why do you call the human being as an officer? Because he has entered into that particular context and became part of that context. That's why a human being is called officer. He is not an officer, he became officer. Similarly, Paramatma entered into this body-mind to perform a function of keeping the body-mind together, and hence Paramatma is called Jiva. That's why Jiva is never separate from Brahma. Jiva Brahmayoho Aikyam. But you should not confuse Jiva with Ahankara. Jiva is not Ahankara. Ahankara is never one with Brahma. Ahankara is a phantom, and it is there due to ignorance. Okay? Whereas Jiva Brahmanoha Aikyam, when you say Aham Brahmasmi, that Aham is not Ahankara. That Aham is Jiva. Okay? That question is answered. It's a good question. Huh? Then what is the purpose of Yaksha's questions? It's a poetry of riddles. It's poetry, kavyam. In kavya, what is the purpose of verses? That is how kavya presents the subject matter, in the verse format. Sometimes it presents in the prose format also. By different meters, that is how kavya is, not just one meter. Multiple meters will be there. Why in the form of questions and answers? That is a way of presenting the subject matter, to make it interesting to the student, to put it in the form of a story and make it part of a story, and then put it in the question-answer format. That becomes interesting to the student and helpful to the student. Finally, that is the kavya poem. And in the kavya, various methods of poetry are employed. And this method is called Socratic method. In the West also it is there. Socratic method, and it is the poetry of riddles, another name. That is how it is. Okay? Now, did it happen, the story, it happened that way or not? We don't know. The general storyline is correct. That Dharmaraja went to the forest. That is correct. That is historic. Now in the forest, did he see Yaksha or not? We don't know that. That may be part of the poetry. Okay? That finished. Good. 11 is over. This Malaya is there. So I can put that question aside. The Malaya is the name of a mountain range. This mountain range, it is in different places. Different mountain ranges are called Malaya. Somewhere in the south there is a mountain range which is called Malaya. In the north also there is a mountain range which is called Malaya. But strictly speaking, the real Malaya mountain range is in Malaysia. And the Malaya Maruta, the wind coming from Malaya, the poets, they present some of the mountain ranges within India, really speaking. But the Malaya Maruta of the ancient texts like Veda Mantras and other ancient texts like Ramayana, etc., that Malaya is the present-day Malaysia, the particular mountain range. Other mountain ranges are also known by the same name. Okay? That finishes the question. So up to 15th question is finished. Now the rest we will continue later. Om Purnamadaḥ Purnamidam